hey, this is on our tomorrows and how God took care of one of my tomorrows and then taught me in Scripture from it. The other day, I had a doctor's appointment, and for those of you that have been following since earlier videos, I have had some back, neck, shoulder issues that for a while was giving me really, really severe, intense pain, which God healed me from the pain of. And then I had conflicting doctors' diagnoses, herniated disc, not a herniated disc. It is, it isn't, it is, it isn't. And I went to a specialist the other day. He said, yes, it is. Well, the plan is to get some treatment in January for it, but in the meantime, they were going to give me some medicine that was going to make it easier for me to do more of my usual activities without the repercussions of arms getting stiff and that sort of thing. Well, long story short, I used to research every drug or prescription that I was given from a doctor's office because I'm that way, number one. And number two, I don't like taking anything of any kind. I don't even take vitamins every day. So I was just going to take it. I've quit doing that this last year, and I was just going to take it. And it just happened to be that one of my friends that have also had a lot of back problems called me up just about an hour or two before I was going to take the first pill and asked me about the appointment, asked me what drug it was, and she said, you know, that's a really heavy-hitting drug. You might want to research that. So I did, and it actually has way more problems than most of them on the market. It has a ton of lawsuits against it, and it's only been approved for people with seizures, not for a lot of the other things that doctors are prescribing it for. Long story short, I didn't take it. It was a God thing. He protected me from it and led me to this verse in Proverbs 27:9. Ointment and perfume rejoice the heart, so does the sweetness of a man's friend by hearty counsel, which is what he gave me through her. Then he led me to another verse, also in Proverbs 27. Boast not thyself of tomorrow, for thou knowest not what a day may bring forth. Well, I've always thought about this in context of Matthew chapter 6, where it also talks about not boasting of tomorrow because God's going to take care of you. And also the other verses in the New Testament that said we shouldn't boast and say we are going to do this next year in this city or that city, but we should say if the Lord wills, we'll do this or that, because we don't have control over that. It's God that does. But he showed me another slant on it yesterday. Boast not thyself of tomorrow, for thou knowest not what a day may bring forth. I've always kind of taken that in the firmness of God. It's his plans, it's his way. And I bow to that happily. I love the Lord, and I'm glad that he leads me. But in this, he showed me that sometimes the plans that we have, not even plans of the future, like I'm going to buy a house next year, or I'm going to do this or that, or I'm going to send my kids to this school or to that school. But sometimes it's just in the day. In my case, this was a doctor's office and in a prescription that I shouldn't have been taking. And you know what? I didn't know what that day brought forth, but God did. And he protected me from it by his hand. And that is one of the things that he does with his children, is he provides for them and he protects them. That led also to verse 8. As a bird that wanders from her nest, so is the man that wanders from his place. And you know what? Our place is in that straight and narrow path. Our place is eyes on God, focusing on him minute by minute, day by day. That is our joy, that is our honor, and that is our place, to stay on the straight and narrow. So I leave you with that. Don't wander from your nest as a bird wanders from his place. Stay on the straight and narrow, eyes on God, glorifying him.